Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing great and having a beautiful moment wherever you are. I'm making today's life coaching video on the topic of not jumping to conclusions and staying hopeful, positive, and optimistic when you receive news that is either negative or not entirely positive, or when you feel like you're losing control over a situation and you don't know what to do. And I think that we've all been there, where we get perhaps a doctor's diagnosis that is not comforting for us. It might even create some discomfort, and it might be very negative, or it might be negative about someone else's health and that person is close to us, or it might be any kind of bad news. It happens to all of us in life at some point. And so what do you do when you feel like you might be losing control, where things are getting out of hand, and you don't and you don't have that sense of knowing what to do, or that control that you had before? Well, it's something that is extremely important for all of us to go through, because we can use it as a moment of self-empowerment and as a great, precious experience to bring presence and awareness and consciousness into that particular moment, and focusing on the fact that, okay, you don't need to jump to conclusions. Take a breath. First of all, we need to just listen calmly first to what is the information, and just absorb it, and then wait and see what is going to be the next step. In many cases, when we get news, it's not always dire or tragic. It's just something that may not fit your program or your map of how things should go. So when it doesn't go the way you think it should go, what you can do is tell yourself, it's okay. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. For instance, if you hear bad news at work about layoffs going around, or if your relationship, it might be creating some doubts as to the long-term viability of it, or perhaps someone in your family is having a tough health situation, what we notice is that it's not an ended, open and closed situation. Rather, there is more to the picture than meets the eye. So remind yourself, let's wait and see what's going to happen. If you need to wait for the test results, then wait and see for the test results before you jump into action, before you make any sudden changes, before you react. And this is applicable to behavior at work or in relationships where we make assumptions. So it's very important to not jump to conclusions. Don't jump immediately to conclusions. Don't blame yourself or blame anyone else. At least hold on before you do that. Just take a moment to pause and give yourself the opportunity to gather more information. Make some more research. Wait and see what the results say. Gather your facts. It's so easy to get caught up in our emotions. However, we can surpass that, and we can go beyond that, because we have our self-control and we have the capacity to be aware and conscious. So we can avoid jumping to conclusions. We can avoid being harsh on ourselves and on others. Not making assumptions. It's really valuable to not make assumptions yet. Because then when you do gather your facts, it won't be an assumption. You will be making a plan of action, or you will be formulating a new outcome that you want to work towards. So wait and see. Don't jump to conclusions. Bring yourself into this present moment and ask yourself what's really going on. What is actually real, and what is a potential or a possibility, and am I only seeing the negative possibility? There is also a good possibility. There's a positive outcome as well. So what is the positive about it? Okay, these are really fundamental aspects of taking control over the situation again once you felt like it's gotten off rail. So there's more to this that we could create, that we could build on, but these are just some fundamental things that you can do in the moment when you feel like it's getting out of hand. Is bring yourself into this present experience. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't be harsh on yourself or on others. Not yet. And even, never really, because what purpose does it serve except to just vent your emotions? Rather, there are more resourceful ways to deal with situations. So use your resources, use your inner resources and your inner guidance. Wait for the facts, gather your information, do your research. Always trust and honor your emotions. However, when it comes to these particular situations where you're going through a tough patch, know that your emotions in that immediate moment don't need to be heated. Rather, use the power of your inner sense of positivity and peace and that presence within you that is guiding you with wisdom, and engage it, acknowledge it, become aware of it, and then take your next steps. So I'm leaving it at that for now, and I'm wishing you a beautiful life and happy moments ahead. And let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!